Hi, Dan Hopper with REMAX Alliance, the Stop Foreclosure Institute of Westminster, Colorado. Coming to you today with my weekly YouTube, just commenting on one of our blog posts. And today we kind of want to talk a little bit about what if the lender just will not approve your short sale? I mean, what's your next step? Where do you go from here? And I just want to briefly touch on some items there. Probably 99% of the time, the reason we have a difficult time in getting the short sale approved has to do with value. And a lot of times that value is the lender's perception of where value should be. Because remember, when we start this short sale process, the lender is going to go off and hire an appraiser or another broker to do a BPO, a broker price opinion. And 99% of the times, that thing is not really true value of the property during this market period or during the condition of the property. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that that value is close to what we're getting offers in at. So there's always a big disconnect. It can be 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 disconnect. So that's usually the biggest obstacle that we have to overcome is the value and get the lenders on board to what the value should be. Now, a lot of times we have to go back and get the short sale negotiator with the loss mitigation department of that bank and so forth to basically order another BPO or or an appraiser. Now, if it's an FHA short payoff that's going to take place, they will go off and actually order an FHA appraisal. So we've got to make sure we have all our comps in a row, all our details in a row on the property so that we can provide it to that appraiser when they go out there, just like we would if somebody's doing an actual purchase with their appraiser. The bank wants to know what the value is so that they feel confident that when we have offers coming in, it's close to what they believe value is too. So that's usually the biggest disconnect is that we just don't have the right value, on our offers coming in based on what the lender thinks it is. And most of the time, the lender is incorrect because it's our market, we know it. It's not some lender or investor back in New York trying to understand where our values are at. So that's one of the obstacles. The next one is if that's really not the issue, it could be that the short sale negotiator is just overwhelmed. Understand these banks have these clerks or short sale negotiators that are sitting there and they have 250 to 350 files on their desk. And remember, they get evaluated on how well they move these files off their desk. That's part of their performance objectives. And because of that, we got to make sure that we, as the short sale negotiators with them, that our team is in place, our third party people are in place to make sure that we have all the documents in there of the short sale package, all the comps, all the information about the property, and what they're going to net, the HUD-1 form, we talked about that before. Everything's in place so we can make that negotiator's job easier to go to the right people to get approval, whether it's within their own company or they have to go to an investor. So sometimes that person is not on board. And if it gets that bad, then we have to go escalate that to their management or even the investor to get the job done. Because sometimes we have to do that to get people's attention. So we'll escalate it up to the proper management or the proper investor to make this happen. And so that's why it's very important that you have the right party on your behalf to make things happen. Have the right uh, people working the paperwork, making sure we have the market correct based on the condition of the property. That way we can at least eliminate some stress from you, make it a little bit easier for you, knowing that you don't have any money out of your pocket, and we can get the right parties involved, we can get attorneys involved to make things happen. So again, I hope that's just a little bit of a clarification on that particular blog. Please visit my blog, and we all know who Karl Rove is, don't we? Karl Rove likes to create his own little artwork and his own little technical science and stuff that he does on Fox News and some of the other news channels. So here's mine, denverstopforeclosureblog.com. Please visit that, and there's a lot of good postings in there, a lot of information about short sales, foreclosures, and loan modifications. Again, denverstopforeclosureblog.com. Please write that down, visit it, and I want to thank you so very much for taking the time to listen to my video this week, and catch me next week. You guys have a great day. Thank you.